be able to tell you what the UUID is or something? UDID, yeah. Okay. Okay, you can leave the door, yeah, I'm coming out as well. Oh, fine. 3 now. I think he's come up. Another one just got to exercise. I think he's got, as you get upstairs, from the left to the right. Not right on Main Street, behind, I think behind the street. Yeah, perfect. Well, yeah, thanks for that. That's just he's at Moorgate Station, so we've got like 10 minutes probably.
Now, if you want me to leave the mouse plugged in for you to use, because the user is going to be keyboard only.
I don't mind.
So I'll take it back, so otherwise I'll forget it. But if you want it to use, then I'll leave it in here for you to use.
Well, I can use this mouse. It's just it's a bit shit, but that doesn't matter so much. So I just didn't want the user having this rubbish one.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you're unplugging that, can you plug this one in?
I can. Put the mouse. Okay, great. What should I just put down? Oh, the cut. That's what I need to set that. Yes, I'll set that as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll need to go.
to AbilityNet desktop web. OK. SD fully on speakers. Task. Volume 63. 6 desk. Volume slider 60 desktop. Desktop list. Reflector to internet extension apps. No NVD. Business payment solutions. Net desktop web.
So let me just have a quick go. So hello, I'm a user tester and I like to use NVDA. Oh no, not NVQA, NVDA. Ah, there we go, good old NVDA. And that's fine. And I want cards for business. Where's cards for business? Cards for business.
FAQs visited link FAQ.
Okay.
Terms of use. Sitemap visited link.
Okay. Let's quickly
Google Chrome. NVDA.
Let's quickly
Okay. Mark Portal.
quickly try JAWS. Ah, JAWS 16. Yes, I shall use JAWS 16. God, JAWS 16. Where'd that come out? JAWS 18. Let's see now. Where's my accessibility?
JAWS Professional, Barclaycard Credit Cards and Online Banking Vertical Bar Barclaycard Mozilla Firefox tab.
Oh, I'm in the Firefox. I don't want to be in Firefox.
Task
Oh, goodness, no. I go over here and personal. JAWS works as well.
Tab, business payments.
Okay, jolly good.
Quit JAWS dialog. Are you sure you want the quit JAWS question? Press enter to quit now.
Am I good? I don't think I'm
Up to 3.0.1 left parent.
Okay, there we go. That's that sorted. I don't need Reflector running. I hope the user comes in and you need to keep those. Wow. Jeez. Okay, cool.
Noah is here too.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, I must. Is it purple? go. Now, so you can take your hand and put it on the back of the chair.
Yeah.
I'd like to sit down on it, if that's okay. Okay. That's actually quite close to you. Move away to get your face. Okay. So there's no one else in the room at the moment. Right, there's a table in front of us. Okay. I'm just putting the mug down where you happen.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Now, which part of lie down did you not quite understand on there?
Good girl. Right. So, one moment. So, have you done any testing with us previously?
Not with AbilityNet, I haven't, no.
Okay. So, all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to run through a kind of standard consent form to do with the nature of the user research that we're doing today. So, in the user testing session, we'll be asked to perform some certain tasks on a desktop machine. So we've got a keyboard here, laptop here, sorry, a monitor there.
Yeah.
And we'll get into some of the kind of nitty-gritty of what kind of stuff we can potentially set up on there. Some things to note is that the information is to remain kind of strictly confidential. You can withdraw your consent and stop the test at any time. So if for any reason you're not comfortable, you're not happy with where it's going, feel free to say, no, can we take a break?
Yeah.
Can we stop? We will be recording the session.
Yeah.
So there is a camera, and there are colleagues of mine sitting in another room, and they're kind of taking notes. So whilst we're kind of shepherding our way kind of through some of these tasks, they'll be kind of maybe taking notes. There might be something like, oh, I don't think that button's labelled, or oh, the user kind of maybe potentially struggled with something on the website.
Yeah.
So it will be recorded.
So potentially talk as much as you possibly can. To, yeah,
possibly kind of verbalise your thoughts out loud.
Yeah.
And yeah, you understand the test is kind of confidential. We will kind of use the recording, but otherwise we kind of keep stum. So are you happy kind of signing against those terms I've laid out?
Yes.
Cool. So I've got a pen and paper. I can put my finger against where to sign if you like, or I think I've got a card.
If you just
put my finger where just kind of down at the there. So if you just kind of to the right across there.
Right, okay, no problem, yeah.
Cool beans. Are you happy with me just putting a date underneath where
Yes, that's absolutely fine.
So I'm putting
Yeah, I've done some stuff for Bunnyfoot.
Oh, okay.
And I also worked as a tester for Accenture for 12 months on some comment with a global team, where they would send me links and say, just write a report as to how accessible do you think this is or not, as the case may be. So I have had some experience.
So we've got, so it's going to be kind of desktop stuff today.
Okay.
On this machine, we've got JAWS, for example, we've got NVDA. Do you have any kind of preference?
I know JAWS. I work with JAWS.
And is there, so normally we would use IE with JAWS. Is it IE you'd use, or would you use a different browser?
I use Internet Explorer, yeah.
No, that's fine. Do you want to quickly set that up?
That's fine.
Yeah. So, we'll go in.
Are you finding with the current trends that you're getting increase in the number of requests for looking at web accessibility? Is that on the increase, would you say?
Sorry, what was that?
These sort of these testing sessions, would you say these are on the increase as sort of, because the accessibility is becoming more and more, people are beginning to understand the need for it more nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope so. This is our raison d'etre, is to promote this kind of stuff and get people involved, so I would hope so. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to I've started JAWS. Is that kind of volume okay? And that speed okay?
Maybe a bit faster, I think.
Okay.
Notification overflow. JAWS Professional.
I'm going to admit, I can't remember off my head what the shortcut is for speed, do you know? Otherwise I'll go into this.
JAWS context menu, utilities menu, J, JAWS tandem sub menu, T, options menu, B.
It's the shift control, the shut up key as I called it.
Yes, it's the most valuable key.
Page up, recite page down, tiny, faster.
Control Alt page up to speed, and it's a temporary thing. And you can set it permanently. You don't have to go into the settings by pressing the key combination with the Windows key. and that sets it permanently.
I learn something every day.
Task switch.
So,
I only learned that the
Business
other
Payment
day.
Solutions
So
vertical
some
bar
real
Barclay card
questions
business dash Internet Explorer. Business
to
Payment Solutions vertical bar
ask just
Barclay
about the
card
kind of,
business
because today we're going to be looking at the Barclay Card website.
Yeah.
Now, kind of some real kind of quick introductory questions is, do you kind of have any experience with internet banking? So using kind of websites?
I've used Halifax.
Mhm.
I never got on particularly well with the. I got on reasonably well with the the internet version
Mhm.
of that, but there were times I use the app now, and the app
Yes.
works extremely well.
So would you say you could use the app?
I use the app. Oh yeah, I can't remember the last time I used the website.
Okay. And could you, so you mentioned you previously used the website. Could you
Yeah.
talk about your experiences with that website? What the pros and cons of it were?
Gosh, I've been using the app now for 2 or 3 years, for a couple of years. So I found it quite cluttered at times.
Mhm.
I felt that a lot of information was, and the big problem with Halifax
Mhm.
is knowing who to speak to if something goes wrong. In fact, on one occasion, I actually phoned up and said, "I know you've done some changes recently, but this site is no longer as accessible to someone who's visually impaired." And I was told, "We'll pass it onto the relevant team, but we don't know when it's going to be fixed."
Mhm.
So I just said, "Right, you've got 48 hours," rather than going to the financial ombudsman, and they fixed it. But yeah, I mean, the app was the website was reasonable for what I needed to use it for. It was reasonably okay. I was able to transfer money between accounts, setting up direct debits and that sort of thing. I never really. I tended to actually use the telephone banking for that side of things. I find the app much more intuitive.
Okay.
The only problem with the app sometimes is if you have it open in the background on your phone and after 10 minutes it logs you out,
Right.
you then can't. They've done something that means that you actually have to close the app entirely and reopen it again for it to work properly, because otherwise you just get the front screen on your iPhone.
Okay, so kind of issues you experience on
Yeah.
websites that kind of to do with them being quite
Yeah.
cluttered, and
Yeah.
maybe not everything
Mhm.
is some things you can maybe do, maybe other things you can't, and issues with apps. It's
Mhm.
things like, on the whole, it's more kind of simple, you can get through things, but there are these issues like
Yeah.
forced lockouts, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you have, can you think of any kind of websites that potentially outside of banking that you would say are easy to use, or do you have any like favourite websites that you maybe use quite regularly? And it might be using them on mobile, for example, but getting to something via a web browser.
The train line is very good.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it is very straightforward.
Okay. And do you have a kind of least favourite?
The least, oh gosh.
Like a website maybe you've tried to use because you've been told it's good and you try and you go,
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, but I
That's
can come back to that if.
okay.
Yeah.
We will potentially have a chat at the end of the session. Okay, so where we are today is we're looking at Barclaycard, and we're going to be looking at, there's kind of two sides to it. And there's Barclaycard Business and Barclaycard Personal. Kind of one, I guess, will being if you're running some kind of business, and the other one being if you want a credit card as a private individual. So where we are at the moment is, so we've got IE open with Jaws running, and we are on the Barclaycard Business homepage.
Okay.
And what would be useful for me is if you could just have a kind of quick whiz through this page, maybe. Just sort of, if you could just kind of maybe give some of your kind of very quick initial
Business
kind of
Payment Solutions
impressions.
vertical bar Barclay card business. Get £250 credit back star if you choose to take card payments with Barclay card heading level 1.
That's reasonably.
Speak to our payment experts today. Link 0808 300 19487 heading level 3.
Well, the first thing that strikes me is the headings could be better. You've gone from heading 1 to heading 3, which for someone that could actually be so potentially orientation might be a problem.
Okay. So what are the kind of thoughts that go through your head when you go from like a 1 to a 3?
It suggests to me that the
Monday-Friday, 8:30 a.m.-8 p.m. heading level 3.
it strikes me that there is potential. It's difficult to only look at 2 or 3 headings, but my immediate thought is potentially the headings could be quite mixed, which could prevent if there's an awful lot of information. If it's a very busy site, that could present a lot of problems. orientation.
Okay.
Small Business Solutions heading level 2.
So you've gone from 1, 3, 3, and then back to 2, which...
Accepting payments heading level 2. Get £250
Do you feel like that
credit back star heading level
H1
2.
was it a good H1?
It seemed to be, yeah.
Cards for Business heading level 2. Choose the ideal card heading level 2. Corporate Solutions heading level 2. Payment Solutions heading level 2. Commercial Payments heading level 2. Barclays Partner Finance heading level 2. Barclays Corporate Banking heading level 2. Wrapping the top. Get £250 credit back star if you choose to take card payments with Barclays card heading level 1.
Let me just see if I can. So if we get that again, I've got a separate speaker over here I can try and plug in for you.
Okay.
Wrapping the top. Login button menu collapsed. Wrapping the top. Login button. Register button.
Register.
Wrapping the top. Login button.
So one button, no combo boxes. Let's see what we do with.
Accepting payments link graphic. Switching payment provider link graphic. Cards for business link graphic. Card calculator link graphic. Payment solutions link graphic. Commercial payments link graphic. Wrapping the top. Barclays.
6 graphics. I like this. I like the fact that and the alt text is good on the 6 graphics.
Okay. So you navigated, I think, by headings and graphics.
Yeah.
What were your kind of initial impressions? You mentioned that you liked it, I think.
Initial impressions, yeah, this seems reasonably okay. Like I said, there's not, like I said, the heading structure could maybe be better organised. It does not, it's not. It's that I would say that's more of a nice, more of a good to have in this context, because there isn't an awful lot of, I've been on sites where there's like 30, 40, 50 headings, and it's been a bit of a, and that's potentially been quite difficult to manage.
Okay. And the thing I'll tell you as well is that when you were navigating by headings, there was nothing that you landed on that didn't also visually look like a heading. So they were all visually they're also headings. You see what I mean? So it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'd like us to move on to the first task, if that's okay.
Okay.
So the context of this is you potentially are a small business owner. That's maybe starting a shop, for example, and you've been told that Barclaycard have a tool that will help you identify what credit card is most appropriate for your business. So that's small businesses, bigger businesses, and there's going to be different cards that are better for those businesses.
Yeah.
And you're aware that this website has a tool to help you decide. I was wondering if you could find that for me.
Links list dialog. Links list view. Barclaycard home page 11 of 38. To move the items, use the arrow keys. Period. Home content personal current privacy and cookie policy.
I'm just quickly running through the links at the moment.
Accessibility. Contact us. Security. FAQs. Terms of use. Sitemap. Barclaycard home page. Cards for business. Accepting payments. Help and support. News and insight about acceptance 080. Find out terms and conditions left there.
So I don't need to go through all of those. I think we can.
See cards for business. App. Move the link space. Link graphic. Cards for business. Cards for business. Link graphic.
Press enter on the cards of business. It seems to be the most logical
Enter.
way to go.
Cards for business. Vertical bar. Barclaycard business page has 11 regions, comma 8 headings and 4.
How sensitive is the microphone that we're working with? Do I need to speak up at all, or am I?
No, I think you're okay. I'll let you know. If you hear me kind of typing, for example, that might be me chatting to my colleagues, because they might say something like, "Oh, could you speak up?" or something like that.
Fine. Yeah.
I'll let you know if there's any issues.
Okay. So click on cards of business.
Link accept and close. Choose the ideal card for your business. Heading level 2.
Okay, choose the ideal card for business. Heading level 2. That seems.
Heading level 3, a new way to manage your account online. Period. Check balances, comma, set cardholder limits, comma, view statements, comma, make payments and more. Period. Link manage account. Blank. List of 4 items. Link cards for business carousel page 1 of 4. Link online servicing carousel page 3 of 4. Link card calculator carousel page 2 of 4.
Okay.
Link online link business rewards carousel page 4 of 4 selected. Blank. If you apostrophe re an existing customer, comma, give us a call on link 0800008008. 24 hours a day, comma, for blank. List of 4 items. Link cards for business carousel page. Link card link online link business list end article. Link graphic business credit cards.
So it's what's it actually?
So we're looking for some kind of tool to help you identify what card is suitable
A range of fees and APRs. Up to 56 days interest-free when you pay an introductory interest-free period. Digital servicing with online statements. List end. Link view all credit cards. Article. Link graphic business charge cards. Heading level 2 business charge cards. Blank. If you prefer to pay off your card in full each month and non-apostrophe need addition.
I think I'm moving away from.
Heading blank. Link graphic business charge cards. Article end. Link view all credit cards.
Link view all credit
Enter.
cards. Just.
Document. Page has 7 regions, 12 headings and 33 links. You are your : list of 3 items. Visited link, home visited link, current : business credit cards. List end, dash, blank. Heading level 2 business credit cards. Heading level 3 : I need access to flexible borrowing to help manage my cash flow and expenses . Link help me choose.
Ah, we found one that says help me choose. Okay. That's good.
Enter. Business credit cards vertical bar Barclaycard business cash flow, rewards and control period. Enjoy all this and more from our celebrated small business. Cards for business collapsed link. Cards for business accepting payments collapsed link. Accepting pay help and support collapsed link. News and insights login button menu collapse register button. Left right slider £600. Focus is currently on the how much is your business likely to spend on cards each month slider on the page entitled find the right card for your business period. How much is your business likely to spend on cards each month question. Slider range from £0 to £17000 in steps of £100 period. Use the left and right cursor key to increase or decrease the slider value period. 600 £0 £17, comma 00.
Arrows there.
Can we speak Jaws ever so slightly? I think.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, actually. Oh, I can do that.
Slower, faster.
Right. Okay.
Left, right, heading level 2 or decrease the slider value period. Heading level 2, how much is your business likely to spend on cards each month question. Slider range from £0 to £17000 in steps of £100 period. Use the left and right cursor key to increase.
Use the left and right cursor keys to increase.
Oh.
So,
Left or right to increase.
yeah, I'm just wondering what row I need to be on.
Okay.
I'm clearly not in the right place at the moment.
Heading level 2 or decrease the slider value period. Left right slider £600. Focus is currently on the how much is your business likely to spend on cards each month slider on the page entitled find the right card for.
Okay, so left right slider.
600.
Right.
600.
I'm pressing the left.
Space. 600. Space. Period. E-U-L.
That seems to be default JAWS behaviour,
Yeah.
going through the words or the characters.
Yeah.
Heading level 2, how much is your heading level 2 or decrease the left right slider £600. Focus is currently on the how much is your business likely to spend on cards each month slider on the page entitled find the right card for your business period. How much is your business?
Would you mind?
But if I press the right, if I'm pressing the right cursor now,
600.
it's 600,
600.
so it's not actually increasing. So this could potentially be a keyboard trap.
Okay. Would you mind just walking me through what kind of page you think you're on? Like what is being asked of you, and what you kind of trying to do, what isn't working?
I think I've clicked on the view credit cards of a credit card availability. I've identified by arrowing down through the page that I'm on the left right slider, and the instructions are saying use the left and right cursor keys. That's where there is a current barrier because I cannot physically select the actual. I can't actually select the amount.
Okay. And do you know what amount is being asked? Like what the question is that you're trying to answer?
It's told me to press the left right cursor keys to increase the amount in steps of 100. So it's starting from 600. But when I press the right arrow,
Space.
But I just need to know what the amount is regarding, like what that 600 is
about how much you like to spend a
Okay.
month. I think.
So it looks to me that because you're correct, so that is what you're being asked. There is a slider. It does just seem that it is not operable with
Yeah,
yours.
that's right.
The thing I will say is that visually it looks like there's a horizontal slider, and above it, kind of pinned to it, is an input field. But I don't think that was apparent when you were kind of arrowing through it. I was wondering if you could quickly try potentially, if it had been identified, or maybe
Register
on the page, if there's anything that would.
Register.
Right slider, £600. Focus is currently on how much is your business likely to spend on cards each month. Slider on the page entitled Find the Right Card for Your Business period. How much is your business likely to spend on?
I'm just going to.
Space, business card, select for vertical bar, Barclay card, business, pound, left, right slider, use JAWS.
Now I've pressed space to go into forms mode on the left right slider, but when I'm pressing the left and right arrow keys, it's not. I'm not getting any audio feedback, and if I press it up and down, it's exactly the same. So it's navigable, but it's whether it doesn't appear to be operable.
Okay, so the tasks I have are ultimately about operating this, and I think you're quite right that it doesn't seem to be operable at the moment. So what I would like to ask you, and I'm going to ask you this kind of when we kind of get to the end of all tasks, if you could kind of just talk about how you found this task, whether you felt like you could complete it, and if you could kind of give it a rating from 1 to 5, where 1 is I couldn't do it, and 5 being it was easy, it was trivial to do it.
I would have to give it no more than a 3, I think, because whilst I've got to the correct part of the page, I'm sort of stuck at I'm not able to select the amount I'm likely to spend. Okay.
So is that 3 kind of a combination of you could find it?
You could find it, but I couldn't actually. I couldn't complete. I couldn't complete.
Okay. Would you mind navigating back to the business homepage for me, please? There's a link at the top.
Virtual PC. JAWS Professional links list dialog. Links list new card B. Barclay card with B. Barclay card B. Barclay card LinkedIn. B. Barclay card homepage. B. Barclay card Twitter.
There's that. What Barclay card homepage?
Barclay card business homepage.
B. Barclay card
one of the first links. Visually, one of the first links.
B. Barclay card Twitter. B. Barclay card Facebook. B. Barclay card.
I can't seem to find it.
However,
if I just go Alt left arrow to go back.
Back.
I'm hoping.
Business credit cards vertical bar Barclay card business. Help me choose.
Yeah, so that the alt left arrow key has worked.
Can we do that one more time, please? I think we're still on the credits card page, I believe.
Back.
Once more.
Back. Visited link view all credit cards.
Okay.
Business payment solutions vertical bar Barclay card business. Choose the ID.
Well, one question I'll actually ask before we move on is that how do you feel about using sliders or against, for example, other forms of inputting information?
I'm okay with them. I mean, as long as they work with a keyboard, I don't have a problem. Unfortunately, this one didn't seem to work. Depends how much information is being conveyed. It's probably I'm just as comfortable using a slider as I am with a combo box.
Okay. So, sorry. So let's say again, you are a small business owner, and you have signed up for a Barclay card business card.
Yeah.
And let's say, for argument's sake, you're waiting in the post for it, so you've not kind of got all the login details, so you're not going to log in. But you were told that there was some kind of reward scheme. There was some kind of scheme that's going to be associated that you get with any Barclay card business card, doesn't matter any card. You're aware there's some kind of bonus scheme, reward scheme that allows you to get discounts at specific suppliers. And again, I was wondering if you could try to find some information.
Okay.
Virtual find. JAWS find. E-W-R-E-S. S. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Escape.
Reward. No, so I'll just try doing a search for discount.
Virtual find. S-O-U. F-E. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Search string not found. OK. Escape. Blank.
Well, it's not obvious from here because I've just done. Let me just see if I can.
Business payment solution. Login button. Menu register button. Wrapping the top. Login button.
2 buttons. They don't help. Let's see what the links bring up.
Links list dialog. Links list view. News and insights. 15 of 38. The home. Content. Personal. Current. Privacy. Accessible. Contact. Secure. F8. Terms of use. Sitemap. Barclay card homepage.
Well, the links don't appear to.
Cards for business. Accepting payments. Card. Accept elements of news and about cookie. Accept 0. Find out more about news and elements of accepting payment. Cards for business. Escape. Blank.
Is this particular thing on rewards? Can you see something visually about that on this actual on the page that we're on now, or because it's not obvious?
through what I've been able to see through you from some time to the page, I've not been able to see anything about it now. I can tell you that when you were told about the scheme, you were told it was kind of tied. It's tied to the fact that you have a Barclaycard business card. It's not to do with any specific card, but it's to do with the fact that that's what you've signed up for. You signed up for a Barclaycard business card.
Escape. Title is Business Payment Solutions Vertical Bar Barclaycard Business Internet Escape.
Right, we might have a problem here because it doesn't appear to be. I seem to have lost
Oh yes.
keyboard. Jaws is not functioning.
Okay. Do you want me to quickly step?
Yeah.
So is it that Jaws seems to have lost because it's not responding to arrow keys?
It's not responding to arrows now.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the
HTTPS
title bar,
double tab, toolbar tab, tab, this tab, content alt tab, personal link.
flash up to arrow.
Visited link current page, visited link personal, visited
Okay, there we
link
go.
personal.
So it seems to have now. All I've done is I've kind of reset focus.
Yeah.
Back
List
up
of
to
two
the top
items.
of the page.
Navig list end.
Okay.
Virtual find. ES. Enter. Visited link current page business. Current page business. Visited link. List end. Visited link current page. Enter.
Okay.
Current page business. Visited link. Current page business.
Click on business to see if I can.
Virtual find. ERD. Enter. Screen finders escape. Current page business. Visited link.
What's that? Reward? No.
Virtual SOUND. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Escape. Current page business.
Right, I can't appear to find anything that talks about rewards or discounts.
So if it's not on this kind of current page,
Yeah.
can you perhaps have a think about where it might be nested within?
Just trying to think.
Get £250 credit back star if you choose to take card payments with Barclaycard heading level 1. Speak to our payment Monday-Friday, 8:. Link list of 1 items. Link list end. Blank. Star credited to merchant statement period. Apply by 31 March 2019 period. New customers only period. TMCS and exclusions apply.
No, I'm really not sure where to go from here.
Okay.
Blank heading level 2 small business solutions. Article. Link graphic accepting payments. Blank. Heading level 2 accepting payments. Blank. From desktop to portable and mobile card machines, e-commerce to telephone sales, the apostrophe via payment solution for every business. Blank. Link accepting payments. Article end. Article. Link graphic switching payment provider. Blank. Heading level 2 get £250 credit back star. Slower. Faster. Blank. Star £250 credit back on selected card readers period. Credited to merchant statement period. Apply by 31 March 2019 period. New customers only period. TMCS and exclusions apply period. Barclaycard. Blank. Star 250 anywhere not included period.
There's a lot of information, but I'm really not sure. And there's lots of text. There doesn't seem to be anything to. Yeah, I'm actually losing my place quite easily on this.
Okay. And why do you say that's because there's quite a lot of text?
Yeah, so there's lots of information, so you can get money off and certain things that applies to new customer only.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm only seeing I'm just seeing the information. I'm not seeing how you physically how you physically activate a particular activity.
Okay. So that kind of you're on that kind of get
Yeah.
that £250 credit back,
Yeah.
but then you're thinking, well, how do I actually
do it? Yeah.
Okay. So I will say that credit back is unrelated to the rewards.
Yeah. Okay.
Blank. Link find out more about South article. Visited link graphic. Blank. Visited link graphic cards for business. Blank. Heading level 2 cards for business. Blank. From credit cards to charge cards, start dashups.
I really don't know where I'm going. I don't know where to go from here
Okay.
at all.
So what would you kind of do in this situation if you felt like you really wanted to find these rewards and you could find what's the kind of go to them?
Cards for business collects link.
Thing,
Yeah,
actually.
of course.
Login button. Register button.
There's login and register,
Wrapping the top. Login
and
button.
there's the only two buttons. They almost need a search. It'd be good to have a search button where you could actually type in specifics, and it would try and match the results. That is definitely missing.
And what kind of keywords?
Keywords, yeah.
Would you
Keyword
use?
search.
What kind of keywords would you use in this case?
Rewards, for example, or yeah.
Okay. So are you? Do you feel like you're at a point where it's like, I would use the search if it was there, but it's not there, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So to kind of, in the interest of time, I'll kind of give you a bit of a steer, and I'll tell you that it comes under the cards for business umbrella. So it's to do with the fact that it is to do with your Barclaycard business card. So it's the fact that you're a Barclaycard business card user. So it's whether or not that gives you any clue as to where it might be. So you signed up for your Barclaycard business card.
Enter. Visited link graphic cards for business. Cards for
So
business.
cards for business information. I really wouldn't be able to. I'd need sighted help to. I wouldn't know where I'm going on this.
Heading level 2 cards for business. Blank. Heading level 2 cards for blank.
Let me just see if I can.
From credit cards to charge cards, comma, start dash ups to international businesses, comma, the apostrophe V card solutions for businesses of every size. Blank. Visited link cards for business. Article end.
You see, it's saying that's the article, and so I honestly don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing.
Okay, that's fine. So shall so similar to the sliders, should we kind of take the point of saying, okay, it's not something that we could get to?
I would have to give that a 1.
Yeah, of course. So we'll give that a 1 before we can get there. What I might want to do you mind if I get us to that page?
Okay, yeah.
And then we can have a look at the content of that page to see whether if you could get there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to cards for business. So there was this
From credit cards to chart tab, card calculator.
Oh no, I should
Shift tab, cards for business.
so I'm going to go into cards for business, and then further down this page, I believe if I do Control
Cards
F,
for business. Virtual line. R-E-double-A.
It's quite disconcerting though, because Jaws is saying that it was a visited link, so it's telling me that I've clicked on the right place for cards for business, but I just couldn't work out what and how to access the information.
So here we are now.
Business credit card rewards vertical bar control 0.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set focus right at the top of the page. So we are now on the rewards page.
Yeah.
And I've got some subtasks that are based on having found this page.
Okay.
So could you potentially try and identify for me what discount is available at Ryman's store, which I believe is a store that offers stationery supplies.
Okay. And Ryman's is
R-Y-M-A-N.
Yes. Right.
Virtual file Y-A-N. Enter. Graphic Ryman logo graphic. Blank. Heading level 3 save 15% on your business apostrophe spent with Ryman.
Yeah, 15%.
Okay. And is there a discount code that you
Save
will need?
15% on your business apostrophe stationery spent with Ryman, comma, the UK apostrophe S leading home and office stationer period. Blank. How to get this offer. Blank. Use your Barclaycard business card, comma, visit. Link ryman.co.uk/Barclaycard. And enter the code BCARD before paying, comma, or call.
BCARD, yeah.
Link 080 and quote the
Can you also
promotional code.
identify for me whether or not there are any discounts available for Amazon Business?
Blank. Virtual find. Jaws A-C-O-N. Enter. Graphic to top. Graphic Amazon Business graphic.
Oh, that's handy. I thought it misspelled that. But...
Blank. Heading level 3 get 25% off your business buys with Amazon Business. Page up. Visited link cards for business. Faster. Faster. Visited link home. Slower. Visited link cards for business. Virtual find. A-C-O-N. Enter. Blank.
Oh, Jaws does not seem very happy.
Screen refreshed.
Let's see if I can... 2, 3, 4.
F5.
See if F5 will actually...
Amazon Business graphic. Blank.
Yeah, okay.
Graphic Amazon Business. Blank. Heading level 3 get 25%.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to think about this for a minute because it's... Can I just check that? That is the Windows key, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, okay. In that case, I'm just going to go...
Faster. Blank. Heading level 3 get 25% off your business buys with Amazon Business. Blank. Big on savings question. Save big with Barclaycard and get 25% off the first £200 you spent with Amazon Business period.
25% of the first £200.
Blank. How to get this offer. Blank. Sign up to Amazon Business period. You head to amazon.co.uk/Barclaycard promo and enter code BCARD25 before you pay period.
And then we've got the code.
Blank. Remember, comma, this offer is for new Amazon Business customers only and will only work when you pay with your Barclaycard business card period. You apostrophe LL get 25% off. On every order until you apostrophe B spend £200 period. Blank. Link offer terms and conditions PDF left there 162 KB right there.
Right. Are we checking? Should we check on the PDF?
So the question is simply kind of what overall percentage
Okay,
is
overall
available
percentage,
for
yeah.
Amazon business.
Okay. Sorry, I'm putting my accessibility testing head on for a minute
No,
there.
that's fine.
Because I had the tendency when I did the tests, we would look at PDFs and just see is it scannable? If they just scanned it in, is it working with yours? But okay.
Click save now. Graphics in blank.
So yeah, I was able to.
Heading level 3 experience
So
business
you kind of previously identified that it's kind of the getting there
Yeah.
was a 1, it just was not. Now that we have got there, how did you feel about the availability of information? How did you feel about the kind of once you were there?
I would say the structure is consistent. The information is that, and it's easily navigable.
Okay. And if you had to kind of give a 1 to 5 rating for
I'd give it a 5.
that. Okay, so it's a kind of a opposite scale.
Yeah,
I guess.
opposite end of
Getting
scale.
there is a
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
but if you are, that's 5. Okay. Can we just a little bit? So you mentioned did you find the card? Did you find the cards for business link?
I think I did. Yes.
Because that's one of the things that I wasn't sure if you found it and if you did want to follow it, but you weren't.
It was strange because I think I found the cards for business link, and it actually said it indicated to me that the link had previously been visited, but then I couldn't get to the actual to the discount section.
Okay. Because is George saying that because because I believe you would have you came onto that page previously, I believe, when you were looking for the card calculator.
Yeah.
But you didn't then seem to want to activate that link once focus was on it.
I didn't seem able to. No.
Okay. We can potentially have a look at that and see whether or not that link is operable with the screen reader later on. Okay. But because was that your thought process? Okay, cards of business, I'll try going there. It doesn't seem to work, so I guess I'll look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something we can potentially have a further investigation of then. Would you mind going back to the business homepage for me again, please? If you want me to. I guess that could be
Links list dialog.
Should be
Barclaycom.co/50. Barclaycom.co/business/deepline. Beattickets.co. Beattickets.co. Barclaycom Entertainment.
I don't know, maybe it's not called business. Visually, all I see is a link called business, but it might not be there. It might not be named as such in the links list.
Right. Just see if I can.
Links list dialog. Links list page. Element support. Page home.
So there's a thing called home, but I don't know if that's.
Page element support. Page home.
Would you be able to just go right to the top of that
Next
list for me, please?
Visit link home. Home link.
And if you tab forward from there.
Home. Tab. Cards for business link. Tab. Business rewards helping you reduce the everyday cost of doing business.
Okay. Would you mind if because I think it might be worth investigating this just real quick. Do you mind if we just see how that? Do you mind if I just step in and see how that link is at that? Because visually, it's just personal and business. I'm wondering if
Application region tab. Personal link. Tab. Current page business link.
our current page business link. Because when with the links list, was it that
Visit link personal. Visit link current page business.
you're kind of looking for business links rather than current?
Yeah.
Okay. So my guess, we can have a check of that. My guess would be if they've got like a hidden label there that's starting with current rather than, I guess, it being business current. It's current business. Okay. Because would you be able to find it if it was business current and you put it
business
in
current
business?
would be better because I mean you know the instinct would be to work would be to search for the home business homepage. So it's one of these situations where it appears to be accessible, but clearer labelling is needed. I think to actually make it more user friendly.
Okay. Would you mind activating the start kind of focus? So the next task that we have is so the next task we have is about reporting a lost or stolen card. So let's say, for argument's sake, you did get one of those by club business cards, but you found that it's been perhaps stolen or you've just kind of lost it. And again, so if you can find some information about that.
Okay.
Virtual find of ST. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Search escape business payment solution virtual find. OLEN. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Escape. Business payment solutions vertical bar. Business escape the colon. Virtual find. RT.
So search for lost, stolen.
Enter report. Screen find result dialog.
report,
Search.
none of which is coming up in any of the links. It's actually not obvious
Escape. Blank.
at this point. I'm just going to.
Top of file. Blank. Page. Escape. Page.
And Jaws is basically.
Yes.
F5.
But I'm curious as to whether this is Jaws or the website. Jaws seems to be struggling a little bit, I think.
Get 250 pounds credit back.
If we maximise the.
Alt space. Get 200. Status. Adobe web block. Show tab restore. Move. Size. Min. Maximize available edits.
Let's maximise, yeah.
Escape. Leave it. Escape.
Okay.
Speed to our payment experts. The payment 08081. Monday dash Friday. Small business. Accepting payment setting level. Get 250 cards for business. Choose the ideal card setting. Corporate solution payment. Solution commercial payment. Hard-place rapid to top. Speed to our payment experts. Login button menu to register. But rapid to top. Login button menu to
Again, it seems to be one of these situations where because I've searched for lost, I've searched for stolen, I've searched for report. There's no the registration button where you can search for a term would be really helpful because it's not obvious as to how to get to.
Okay, so it's your thought. Yeah, you're on the home page.
Yeah.
There should be something like just report lost.
Report
like
or
should be-
lost or stolen cards or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So if we assume that it isn't front and center, where do you think it kind of might be located if there isn't a reported lost or stolen kind of as you say front and center? Is there anywhere where it might be contained within?
List end. Hardly can't use this cookies on.
Or I'm just wondering whether it's one of these things that would come up once you've actually logged in, because sometimes.
So I can tell you that you don't need to log in.
Yeah.
To get this information. So yeah, you go in the context here if you're still maybe waiting for your login details.
I would expect to see something on the on the home page to say that report lost or stolen. So because my idea of the home page is you can get access to all the activities that you can access. There will be some cases where available activities will expand as you click on links, but I'm surprised they haven't actually. There isn't a way of accessing how to report a lost or stolen card.
So if we assume that it isn't on the home page and you don't need to log in, do you have any thoughts about, I guess, where it might be or where you might think to explore in order to try to find this information?
I'm really not sure.
Okay. So I guess you potentially want to kind of know about what it is that you want to do. Like, what are the what actions are going to be involved in flagging up the fact that you have had your card lost or stolen?
Business payment solutions vertical bar hardly on business. Virtual find. Jaws find enter. And marketing dash over for others period. Take our stores locally on your computer or mobile device period. To accept cookies, continue browsing as normal period. 2. Business payment solutions vertical bar hardly on business. Hardly on uses cookies on his website period. They know us to know a little bit about you in this game. Find link about plan. Link accept plan.
No, again, I'm completely stuck.
Okay. So, and again, in cases of being, if you are stuck on a website, is there any can you think of any kind of keywords that you might think of in cases where you are stuck, where you think, well, okay, what?
Apart from the ones I've searched for, no, and not in this instance.
Okay. So, kind of, when you're on a website, what kind of navigation kind of options do you usually use to kind of find, I guess, pages or information?
I use the tab. I'll check on buttons, form fields, all of which I've done, and I just cannot find what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you've looked for was it buttons?
Yeah.
You've looked for, okay. Are there any links that are helpful?
Just check.
Jaws professional links list dialog. Links list view content plus 1.
And again, if there's not like a direct route on this page, is there anywhere where it might be contained within?
Current page business. Privacy and cookie policy. Accessibility. Contact us. Security.
I can't find any links that suggest. Oh, actually, let me just go into the site map just to see if I can.
Sitemap link. Sitemap visited link. Page has 4 regions, 6 headings and 96 links. Visited links on this end. Navigation region end. Virtual find. Jaws find dialog. Find what colon SOL. LST. Enter. Hardly on business site map vertical bar Barclay card. Screen escape. Navigation login button register button wrapping the top login button menu collect virtual find. L enter. Screen find result dialog. Search screen button escape. Login button menu collect.
So if I go into the site.
Red list end. Banner end. Blank. Barclay card music and marketing find link about cookies. Blank. Link accepted close dash.
No, this doesn't help. The sitemap's not helping me at all.
Blank. Heading level list of
So
60
is that
items.
searching for keywords on this, like
Yeah,
lost,
lost
stolen?
stolen. Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visited link Barclay card calculator. Visited link credit flex credit card.
Just try and report.
Virtual find. ORT. Enter. Screen find result dialog. Search
Yeah,
game.
you previously mentioned that I think with the rewards that you would
Yeah.
wanted to have used like a search menu, I guess. Is that
Yes,
potentially something
yeah.
that you'd use in this case as well?
Yes, it would. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would be your kind of, if we take this as kind of like an organic real world thing, what would be your, because as imagine you're in this situation,
Yeah.
you've lost your card, it's been stolen,
Back.
and you, I guess, want to get, I guess you want like to get a phone
Business
number or
payments.
something in order to
Yeah.
go, hey,
List end.
I've got a card, what would be
Virtual
your,
find. CA.
what
L.
would be your,
L. Enter.
what would be your kind
And
of
marketing dash over left another period. They are stored locally on your computer or mobile device. Office colon one Molesworth Street comma W2 comma Island comma D02 RF20 not call charges colon the following is a guide to. Link call charge information. Wrapping the top and marketing dash over left for other periods. They are stored locally on your computer or mobile device.
If I couldn't find anything visually, my next thing would be to try and find a phone number. I've just tried to see if I can find any number to call,
Okay.
and I haven't been able to find anything.
Okay. So what would be your kind of next course of action?
Find link about cookies. Escape. Link accepted. Blank. Blank. Heading level 1 get £250 credit back star if you choose to take card payments with Barclay card.
I think I'd need to get cited help
Okay.
to actually complete this because I couldn't do it independently.
Okay. So for the purposes of the task then, should we, so I think you previously noted, but we can do the same thing we did last time.
Yeah.
Is that potentially, I guess, if you're kind of rating a 1 to 5?
Yeah. So that it would have to be a 1.
Okay, so that's 1. Okay, so we'll kind of put a pin on that as being a 1. Do you want to potentially, if we assume that potentially I'm if you've asked for help, I'm the kind of cited.
Okay.
So if I kind of was coming in cited, I would say there's like a navigation thing at the top of the page,
Yeah.
which has cards of business, accepting payments, help and support, news and insights. There's like contact us. So I'd probably either go with contact us or help and support, I guess, because I guess you want help.
Didn't I search for contact? I don't know if I did
Virtual
actually.
find. T. X. E. T. Enter contact. Wrapping the top link contact us link.
I didn't notice that previously, actually.
So that's contact us and help and
Contact us,
support.
yeah.
Link security. Link contact us. Enter.
So the contact is.
Contact us vertical bar Barclay card business. Page has 4 regions, 10 headings and 50 links. Link accepted. You are visited. Link code. Current list. Dash. Blank. Contact us heading level 1. Same page link get in touch about cards. Same page link get in touch about accepting payments heading level. Same page link get in touch about cards for business heading level 3. Same page link get in touch about the customer services for cards for business heading level 2. Blank. Existing cards for business customers. Help and support for accepting payments heading level 3. Start accepting payments with existing customers. Accepting payments with Barclay card heading level. Technical support heading level. Make a complaint about accepting payment. Wrapping the top. Contact us heading level 1.
Okay, so just some of the headings. I can't find anything to suggest lost or stolen.
Virtual find. FT. Enter. Contact us vertical bar Barclay card business 3.
No, there's no keyword. Searching for keywords lost.
There is currently FT.
Oh,
Escape. Contact us heading level. Virtual find. T. JAWS find. Enter. OK button to activate. Press space bar period. New notification from settings. Microsoft account. Need to fix your Microsoft account for apps on your own. Escape. Blank.
I can't find anything, any keywords for lost or stolen. Now, just wondering if I can go back.
Space.
Because obviously it's not in the contact us section.
Back.
We've got a support link which might actually give us.
Contact us. Visited link. Contact us. Links list view. Contact. Links list dialog. Links list view. Security 7 of 38. Contact us. FAQS. Terms of S. Sitemap. S. Switching payment. S. Security.
Oh, that's interesting.
C cards for business. C cards for business. C cards for business. C card calculator. C card calculator. C commercial. C commercial. C call chart. C content alt +1.
So again, if I
See
need
current page visit. See
kind
contact
of
us.
support here, it'd be help and
Yeah.
support. It's visual on screen.
Yeah.
Security. Page. Help and support.
And
Enter.
support.
No links. Menu to move through items. Press up or down arrow period. Page. Menu. Link of menu. Menu. Menu.
Ah,
Ooh.
good God, this is going to be really tricky.
Okay.
George is saying menu a lot of the time, but it's not actually giving you any information.
Okay. So I'm happy to actually draw a line.
Yeah.
The task. So I think engage at 1.
Yeah.
And even when I was going to give them that kind of support, it didn't seem something that was immediately obvious. So that's fine. If you don't mind, can we move on to the next task?
Yeah.
So, if we kind of carry on with the hypothetical that you are running a small business and you are interested in accepting payments at your shop. So people can bring in their card and beep, you can use a card reader.
Yeah.
So you're interested in getting a portable card reader from Barclaycard in order to facilitate this. I was wondering if you could find some information about that for me, please.
Okay. I think I will try.
Links list dialog. Links list view. Consent alt +1. 1 of 38. Page. Open support. Page. Escape. Business payment solutions vertical bar. Skip the colon. Skip the colon list of 1 items.
I'm on help and support at the moment. I'm on
You were on the business. You were on the business page.
All right. Okay. Again, we've lost.
Link terms of use. Business credit card rewards vertical bar button. Visited link site map list end. Navigation region end. Virtual find. ER. Enter.
So
OK button to activate the space bar to escape.
Rewards page.
It's what? Sorry.
You're on the business rewards page currently. So you were on the business home page, and you have to get back onto the rewards page.
I don't know how it's done that because I didn't knowingly. This is so focus. I suddenly switched without me. Where am I now?
You're on the business cards page.
Right.
Cards for business vertical bar Barclaycard business business rewards visited link Barclaycard business rewards.
And we're looking for portable
card reader. Yeah, you're on the cards page currently.
Virtual find SRCICES enter. Contact Authority of the Prudential Regulation Authority Left Fair Financial Services Register number :12270 right bracket the top. Contact Authority of the Prudential Escape. Virtual find PRTA BLE enter portable. Screen find result dialog. Sir escape.
You expect to see something? I would expect to see something in the business section, but I don't actually know.
Registered office :1 Churchill link.
I'm just wondering if the site map might.
Virtual find SIE enter. Wrapping the top. Visited link site map visited enter. Document Barclaycard business site map vertical bar Barclaycard. Virtual find PRAELE enter. Link portable card machine link.
We got there. Site map. Let me just see if I can.
Link desktop link portable card machine enter. Portable card readers vertical bar Barclaycard business. Page has 6 regions, 18 headings and 34 links. Link accept and close. You are your colon. Visited link home.
Okay.
Get £250 credit back. Speed to our payment next Monday. Price monthly rental £20 contract. Let 18 months heading level 3. Transaction based on volume of value heading level 3. Ideal for heading level 3. Key features and what you need to know heading level 2. What our customers say. Bankers and cash link game model fashion. Would you rather speak switch and you would save that corporate payments traffic to top. Get £250 credit back. Start on the portable card reader heading level 2.
Okay.
So I've got some.
Portable card readers vertical bar Barclaycard business.
So we know we're definitely on the right page.
Okay. So I've got some questions that are based on that. So, assuming we are on the right page, would you be able to tell me what the monthly rental fee is for the portable card reader?
Skip the colon. Virtual find LY enter. Heading level 4 monthly rental fee. Portable card readers vertical bar Barclaycard business monthly rental fee heading level 4. Heading level 3 £20 plus that.
£20 plus VAT. So yeah.
Heading level 4
Contract length?
Contract length.
Heading level 3 18 months.
18 months.
Heading level 4 transaction costs.
Would you be able to identify for me for whom you think this kind of reader is like ideal for? Like what's the kind of target audience for this kind of reader?
Heading level 3 based on volume of value. Start credit diversion statement period. Apply by 31 March 2019 period. New customers only period. TMCS and exclusions apply period. Graphic major credit and debit cards. Accept all major credit and debit cards. Graphic contactless icon. Contactless cards accepted. Graphic dual pin pad icon image. Up to 100 M with range. Graphic portable card machine. Heading level 3 ideal for. List of 3 items. Restaurants and cafes, so customers can relax and don't need to do a till. Busy waiters and waitresses who have tips and gratuities allocated to them individually. Large showrooms where you can pick up the card machine and take it around your premises.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can identify, yeah.
List end.
Cool. So
I like the way that's in a list as well. That's so it's easy to Easy to get to, yeah.
Okay. So how did you feel about both the process of getting to this page and then the kind of page itself?
I'd give it a 4.
Okay.
Because not every website is the same, and it's fully accessible. A lot of it is sort of playing around once you understand the pattern of a site, and it's easy to forget about the site map, which I clearly had done previously. So yeah, I'd give it a 4.
Okay, so it was kind of pretty good, maybe one or
Yes,
two
yeah.
little things, but okay. Would you mind if I moved us to the personal part, so
Okay.
we've got some other tasks later on the personal page. So I'm not sure if there's some. I think there might be an issue, and I want us to maybe spend some time later on with this navigation menu. I think it's perhaps confusing if you'd ever so slightly. But we can potentially come back to that.
Barclaycard credit cards and online banking vertical bar Barclaycard personal visited link. Barclaycard credit edit https:// toolbar Barclays tab edit tab tool tab contact current page personal link.
So what I've done is I've taken us to the personal Barclaycard homepage.
Okay.
Business.
So in this case, we've kind of moved away from being a small business, and in this case, you're going to be a kind of personal Barclaycard customer. So maybe you have like a credit card.
Yes.
And what I'd be interested in us finding is you want to make something called a money transfer, and that's where you move you take credit that's on your credit card, and you kind of take it and put it in a kind of current account. So basically, you're kind of transferring money.
Right.
Does that make sense? So I was wondering if we could try to find some information about that.
Business. Virtual find. TRANSFER. Enter. 27-month balance transfer and purchase offer. 27-month balance transfer and purchase offer. Blank. Left parent transfer fee applies like parent. Link graphic find out more about Barclaycard Platinum longest balance transfer. Article. Link graphic find out more about Barclaycard Platinum longest balance transfer. Link graphic find out more about Barclaycard Platinum longest balance transfer. Heading level 2 long balance transfer offer. Blank. Apply for our longest duration balance transfer today. Blank. Left parent transfer fee applies like parent. Blank. Heading level 119.9% APR. Link find out more about Barclaycard Platinum longest balance transfer. Wrapping the top. Heading level 20% interest balance transfers for 20 months.
Too sure what I'm looking for actually.
Yeah, of course.
Heading level 2 Barclaycard Entertainment. Heading level 2. 27-month balance
So
transfer
this
and purchase
isn't like
offer.
a specific card. You're kind of trying to find reference material about the kind of general methods of transferring money.
27-month balance transfer and purchase offer. Blank. 27-month balance transfer and purchase offer. Blank. Left parent transfer fee applies like parent.
It's 27
Blank.
months.
27-month balance transfer and
Balance
purchase offer.
transfer and purchase offer. I don't know if I'm looking for the.
Left parent transfer fee applies like parent. Blank. Heading level 119.9% APR.
So yeah, it's not kind of a specific card. We can kind of assume that you are already a customer.
Blank.
So you're looking for something to help you as an
Representative
already
left parent,
existing
left parent.
signed up customer,
Blank.
rather
Subject
than
to status
taking out a
period.
new card or a new offer.
Yeah, but this information, I'm not sure whether it's relating to an existing card holder or
Okay.
not. So
Blank. Link find out more about our all rounder credit card. Subject to status period. Blank. Link find out more about our great article list. Link find out more about our great article. Link graphic find out more about Barclaycard Platinum longest balance transfer. Left parent transfer fee applies like 27-month balance transfer and purchase offer. Blank. Left parent transfer fee applies like blank. Heading level 119.9% APR. Blank. Representative left parent variable right parent.
I think I found it. I'm not entirely sure.
Blank. Subject to status period.
Project status.
Link find out more about our all rounder credit card.
So again, I'll say this isn't you already have a card. So you're not necessarily interested in applying for anything new or taking any new offers. You're interested in kind of finding some reference material to do with just the kind of general process or the general options that are available to you when it comes to transferring money or your balance.
Blank. Representative left parent variable right parent. Blank. Heading level 119.9% APR.
The only thing I can find is 19.9% APR. So
Okay.
I think I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are there any other options available to you in terms
Not that I
of
can see.
navigating?
Not that I noticed.
Okay. And might there be any other locations of
Heading
this
level
kind of
119.9%
information?
APR.
I wouldn't really know where else to check. To check. No.
Okay. So So if we think back to some of the previous tasks, were there any kind of solutions that we were able to find in order to locate pages?
Blank. Represented left parent variable right parent.
So this is for you as an existing customer, someone that's already signed up.
My mind's got blank here. I can't.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So, shall we? So previously, what we
Yeah.
did, we used the sitemap. Do you potentially see anything useful there?
Represented left parent variable blank. Virtual file I5. Fati IS blank blank. FITE. Enter. Wrapping the top link sitemap link. Enter. Partly card sitemap vertical bar partly card. Online quality survey partly card sitemap vertical bar skip the golden list of 1 items. Virtual file TRANSFER. Enter transfer. Link balance transfer credit cards. Balance transfer credit cards link.
Balance transfer credit cards. That looks promising.
Link purchase credit cards. Link balance transfer credit cards. Enter.
That's what that does.
Balance transfer credit cards link. Balance transfer credit cards vertical bar Barclay cards. Balance transfer credit cards vertical bar Barclay cards. Balance transfer credit cards vertical bar Barclay cards. Page has 4 regions, 11 headings and 32 links. Balance transfer skip the golden list of 1 items. Balance transfer credit cards heading level 1.
Level 1.
Blank. If you apostrophe repaid interest on other credit or store cards, you could save money with a Barclay card 0% interest balance transfer credit card period. Blank. We usually charge a fee for the balance transfer comma with the apostrophe LL tell you about before the apply period. Balance transfer cards are only available to new customers.
I don't know if that's going to be relevant, is it? No, because I've already got the card, so this bit isn't really relevant.
Without apostrophe T blank. Without apostrophe T already have a credit card provided by us comma, including one of our partner cards period. Blank. Same page link here apostrophe as an exam blank. Upgrade all Azure Platinum cards heading level 2. Blank. A flexible card you can use for balance transfers and purchases period. Blank. List of 3 items. 0% interest on purchases for 27 months from the day you open your account. 0% interest for 27 months on balance transfers from the day you open your account period. Transfers must be made within 60 days to benefit from the 0% offer. 2.7% balance transfer fee left there terms apply right there. Blank. List end. Blank. Heading level 3 representative example. Definition list of 4 items.
So based on the solution I've got a card, then yes, that was information is accessible.
Okay, so I don't think we're kind of on the right page right now, so I think we've got a bit kind of turned around a little bit, and that's fine. So I was wondering if you could talk, so if we can take the assumption that we're not on the right page right now, and you mentioned that you felt like you're drawing a bit of a blank.
Yeah.
Could you kind of talk to me about how you found that task? Again, from a kind of a 1 to 5, in terms of being able to find a page that gave you kind of reference materials on money transfer.
Very unclear. I mean, we got to the site map, but I was not. I would say no more than a 3.
No more than a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, so you're assuming we're not on the right page.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back to the personal home page. Just kind of says go to the menu again. And what I'd like to do now so again, if you imagine that you have a Barclay card, so you've got one, you are an existing customer of Barclay card, and you want to find what options are available to you for paying your bill, because it's like a credit card where you've got to pay maybe like every month.
Yeah.
Virtual file A-Y N-G enter. Screen finder escape Barclay card logo dash Barclay. Virtual file A-F-Y-F-E-N-T-S enter payments. To switch pages press Control Tab period. JAWS professional screen finder escape.
Okay. So paying or payments, that's interesting. Okay. Again, I've lost focus.
F5 Barclay card logo dash Barclay card home page visited link graphic Barclay card. Navigation region. Virtual file B-I-L-L enter. Link pay your bill Barclay card credit cards and online banking vertical bar Barclay cards. Pay your bill link. There are many ways to pay your bill comma find out period.
Okay, so okay, that was
Escape. Link for cut login detail. Link pay your bill.
pay your bill. I'm clicking on that now.
Enter.
Okay.
Pay your bill link. There are many ways to pay your bill comma find out period. Ways to pay your bill vertical bar Barclay card. List the full balance. List of 3 items. Default balance. A fixed amount, comma, as long as it apostrophe is at least your minimum payment. The minimum amount. List end. You can set up your direct debit online either. Blank. Partly card online servicing.
So now that it's landed on this page, I was going to identify for me what the 3 payment options are available for paying by direct debit.
I think I've seen 2. I just need to double check.
Ways to pay your bills. Skip the full list of 1 items. Pay your partly card bill. Your rate heading level 2. Blank. Whether you want to pay your part. Blank. Heading level 3 tab open. Selected expanded direct debit list of 3 items. The full balance.
The full balance.
A fixed amount, comma, as long as it apostrophe is at least your minimum payment.
A fixed amount.
The minimum amount.
The minimum amount.
List end.
Okay. And what other options are available?
I think I spotted a direct debit as well.
So we're already in direct debit at the moment.
Yeah.
So are there any kind of non-direct debit options available?
You can set up your direct debit online either. Blank. Partly card online servicing. Blank. Log in to register for Barclay. Blank. Link log in to Barclay. Same page. Link for copy your username or ID. Blank on the Barclay. Blank. Download our app for free on the Link apps for on. Link Google. Link access. Blank. Link graphic download. Link graphic download the Barclay card app for Google Play. Blank. I post.
I don't think there is.
Blank. Fill out the link direct debit mandate.
Not that I can see anyway.
PDF. Blank. Tab panel end.
Okay.
Blank. Heading level 3 tab close collects by debit card. Heading level 3 tab close collects other ways to pay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see any other options.
Okay. So there's no other options for paying your bill.
Not that I can see.
Okay. So what were the kind of last few things you went through on the page?
I found the list of ways to pay the bill, but I couldn't find anything else.
So was there anything that you could interact with, maybe?
Blank. Heading level 2 finds out about.
I don't
Ways to pay.
recall seeing anything.
Skip the full list of 1 items. Same page with content alt plus 1.
Let's check again.
List end. Matter. Navigation region. List of 2 items. Skip the full list of 1 items. Wrapping to bottom. List of 3 items. Wrapping to top. Skip the full list of 1 items.
Desk is shaking slightly from a dog underneath it.
Yeah.
List of 2 items. List of 6 items. List of 2 items. List end. List of 3 items. The full balance. A fixed amount, comma, as long as it apostrophe is at least your minimum payment. The minimum amount. List end. You can set up blank. You can set up your direct debit online either. Blank. Barclay card online servicing. Blank. Log in to register for Barclay card online servicing account and go to apostrophe pay your bill apostrophe period. Blank. Link log in to Barclay card online account servicing.
There's the link log into Barclay card account servicing.
Same page link register for Barclay card account services, comma, opens in a new window. Link log, same page link register for Barclay card account services, comma, opens in a new window. Link for blank. Link for copy your username or ID number question. Blank on the Barclay card app.
Yeah, I can't see anything else now.
Okay. So visually, I can tell you that if there is kind of a few kind of expanding and collapsing containers by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, I think, direct debit at the top, by debit card, and then other ways to pay underneath it. But they look like they are kind of like accordion, so like they kind of expand and collapse.
Heading level 3 tab close collapse. Other ways to pay. Other ways to pay. Level 3 tab close collapse.
Yes, and actually, okay. Oh, how
T. Heading level 3 tab close collapse. Heading level 3 tab close collapse. Other ways to pay. Space. Other ways to pay tab collapse. Use key plus alt plus. By debit card tab. Other ways to pay tab selected. Expanded. Use key plus alt plus F to move the control element.
Yes, I was able to press the space bar and expand that. So let me just see if I can.
Direct debit tab collapse. Use key plus alt plus F to move the. By debit card tab collapse. Use key plus alt plus F to move the control element to activate tab. Other ways to pay tab selected. Expanded. Use key. Direct debit tab collapse. Use key plus. By debit card tab collapse. Use other ways to pay tab selected. Expanded. Use key to save. Virtual PC cursor. Tab panel start. Other ways to pay. Heading level 3. Use your bank apostrophe as online or telephone service.
Yes.
Whether you apostrophe re Barclays account holder or you bank with someone else, comma, you can pay through your bank apostrophe as phone or online services, period. Blank. Use your bank apostrophe as online or blank. Whether you apostrophe re blank. Use blank. Heading level 3 tab closed collects by debit card. Heading level 3 tab closed collects direct debit.
What else would you like me to look at?
So what other options were available?
Heading tab panel start. Other ways to pay. Heading level 3. Use your bank apostrophe as online or telephone service.
Use a bank's online or telephone
Whether you apostrophe re Barclays account holder or you bank with someone else, comma, you can pay through your bank apostrophe as blank. Use your bank blank. Whether you apostrophe re blank. Heading level 3 up bank details. For phone or online banking payments, colon. Blank. List of 2 items. Our sort code colon 20-04-15.
Oh yeah, so it gives a sort code.
Our list end. Our list blank for heading blank with use blank with heading tab panel. Heading level 3 tab open selected expanded other ways to pay use key. Heading level 3 tab closed collects by debit card. Space. By debit card tab selected collects use key plus alt plus F to move the control element. Is a virtual tab panels if you want more control, comma, so you can adjust your monthly payments, comma, you can pay with your debit card, period. As long as you pay at least your minimum amount, comma, you can pay as much as you like, period.
Yeah. So I've got
Blank. Heading level 3 Barclay card online account servicing.
so your debit card, yeah, so I was able to expand the information on
Blank.
that.
If you want more control, comma, so you can adjust your monthly payments, comma, tab heading blank. Heading level blank. Blank. Link accepted closed as blank. Link about cookies. Blank. Heading level blank. Whether you want to pay your Barclay blank. Heading level 3 tab closed collects direct debit.
And there's direct debit as well.
Okay. So I kind of needed to point out that there were these kind of expanding and collapsing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call them. Was there anything that would have made that more obvious now that we kind of know that behaviour? If you potentially want to kind of arrow on or off them, I guess, if you can get a sense of what would have made them more or less obvious to you.
I think it's getting, because I can see the.
Something like direct debit tab.
Direct debit, yeah. I mean, if the, more direct links, so you can click on things. But I mean, it's wrong to say it's not accessible. It's just getting, I guess, it's getting used to the site, and you know, we have a lot of, because too much information on the screen can equally be daunting. So having these, as long as the and
level 3 tab close collects direct debit.
I'll just see if I can expand it out.
Direct debit tab selected collapse use stars key plus alt plus F to move. Escape virtual PC cursor.
Yeah, as long as you remember to hit the escape key after you've expanded each one, each thing seems to be, the behaviour seems consistent throughout.
Okay. I mean, you mentioned though, I think about saying with links, for example. So would it, if you had, for example, like direct debit link collapsed, for example, would that be better or worse than kind of the tab stuff that you're hearing?
Probably about the same. I mean, yeah, you have to escape out of forms mode every time you expand that particular section. Whereas with the link, you're just pressing the enter key.
Okay.
So it's an extra keystroke, but it's not unworkable.
Okay. If you had to give kind of so keeping in mind I had to give a bit of a nudge, what would you give from a kind of 1 to 5 rating in terms of finding this information?
3.5.
3.5. Okay. And if I had to push you on a whole value?
I'm edging towards, I'm sort of 3.5 to 4.
Okay, 3.5, 4.
Yeah.
So the thing I'd like to do, so that's the kind of task I'd look at. What I'd like us to quickly do, so I think we got a bit stuck on that menu, I think. Do you mind if I just take the keyboard for 2 seconds? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take focus up to that menu. I'm just going to tab through it, if we can kind of see what it's announced that with by Jaws, for example. Because visually, it kind of looks like it's right at the top of the page. There's this kind of like row of like top level options. I mean, it's like go to and so we got. Oh no, that's nothing. I can see that visually focus is on now credit cards.
Right.
Tab existing customer.
Existing customer. But so that looks like, to me, visually, that looks like a link, I guess, or some kind of
tab help and support H.
Help and support H. Okay. One is I'm going to arrow through them now.
Menu.
Menu.
Link collapse credit cards.
Collapse credit cards.
Menu.
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 Link collapse existing customer.
Link collapse existing customer. Menu.
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 Link collapse help and support.
Okay. So how do you feel about the announcement? So again, all I was doing there was kind of tabbing through and then arrowing
Quite
through.
disorienting because you're getting a lot of text. It's telling you there's information there, but it's not. The fact that it's saying menu a lot of the time.
Okay.
You actually don't really. You can easily. You could very easily get lost.
So I'm going to do is I think it told you to use the menu keys.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try those.
Menu. 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 Link collapse menu.
So that's me hitting down arrow, but it seems to be doing default JAWS behaviour where it's going through blah blah. Okay, so I kind of observed there was, I think, some reticence about potentially operating that. And was there any kind of particular reason? Would you normally kind of use like a navigation, like a navigation pane or something like that? Or was it that it was announced as menu and you just thought, oh no, I've no idea what's going on there? Or is it that you normally wouldn't use one of those anyway?
I probably wouldn't normally use it, to be honest.
Okay. And what will be your kind of normal or kind of preferred method of exploring sites? I'm going to keep on.
I guess it depends what I'm doing. I do find the fact that it's kept saying menu a lot of the time is just very, very disorienting.
I mean, how did you find? You mentioned you'd like a search functionality. How did you find the sitemap?
The sitemaps, I've used the sitemap when I remember to. Sometimes it's remembering that option. It's remembering to use that option. To be honest,
Okay.
I don't always remember to a search. I think a search button where you can do specific key searches would be really helpful.
Okay. And would that be your kind of primary way?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So those are all the tasks I'd like us to have a look at. Are there any kind of overall thoughts about the website? Like, do you have any kind of, like, if you had to surmise, like, your kind of feedback with all those kind of tasks together, are there any kind of headline bullet points that you're thinking about?
I'm not sure there's much more I can add, really.
No, of course. And if, so for example, was there anything in particular that potentially seemed like a positive or a negative, was there any like really good stuff?
Again, I had forgotten that there were some options that some methodologies that I could actually use to search for certain aspects. If you're not, when you're not doing it on a day-to-day basis, it's easy to forget that you can. Jaws still did seem to work consistently when links have been visited, which suggests the coding is pretty good on the whole. I would expect to see more buttons given the number of activities you can do on the site.
If you could kind of maybe, sorry,
I don't think there's much more I can add to this.
Of course. And if you could kind of, I think you mentioned about, because I was about to ask if you kind of weigh the magic wand and change one thing, but I think potentially was already mentioned about stuff like that. That's it. Okay. So thank you very much for your time then.
No problem.
This was really, really helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stop the recording of this session. So how did you, so apologies if that was a bit challenging at the end. That menu, I've got no idea what's happening with it.